Alright, so boom, check it out, y'all. So we finna go down to that today, you heard me? We finna make us a chicken and sausage gumbo, and it's actually a lot easier than you might think if you ain't never made it before. And if you're from Louisiana, or maybe you just know about it, but do you put potato salad with your gumbo or not? You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comments. And if you ain't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can keep up with all the recipes that's gonna be coming your way, alright? But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
I do my thing in the kitchen. My name is Cord, I'm for the culture, and I'm here with a vision. We here to talk, chop it up. They say the odds are stacked against us. We ain't seen that bet. And the things we do in kitchens, y'all ain't seen that yet. Yes, Lord, let me talk. Listen, man, we here for a good time, not a long time. Matter of fact, we here for a great time. You now turned in the Kitchen Culture Podcast.
Alright, so we're gonna start off with a pound of some boneless, skinless chicken thighs, alright? Yeah, so you're just gonna cut these into bite-sized pieces to your liking and set them into your bowl. And something like a gumbo, you always wanna use thighs because they hold more flavor, and then you can cook them for a longer time without getting dried out. You ain't gotta overload on flavor because a lot of it's gonna come from the gumbo itself, alright, with the roux and everything else. So, go ahead and hit this with some salt. Just your real basic seasoning, some garlic powder, onion powder, and a little black pepper. So go ahead, just get this mixed up real good. So now, of course, if you're cooking for the masses, you know what I mean, it's probably best to use some gloves, but I'm cooking at home for my family, so, you know what I mean, just wash your hands. Now, we ain't trying to season these down or nothing like that. You're just trying to get a little flavor to them, that's it. If you know, you know. It's finna get serious. So we got a pound of Andouille sliced sausages. We're gonna go ahead and add this on in. And we're gonna add our chicken thighs in. Alright, so we're gonna let this go for about 3 minutes each side. Then we're gonna set this aside. All this that you see right there at the bottom, we're gonna save that because that's gonna be flavor. Now we're gonna turn this heat off real quick. We got us a half a cup of some oil, half a cup of some vegetable oil. Add that on into your pot. Then half a cup of some all-purpose flour. This is the base for your roux, all right? Not gonna hold you. This is the most important part, and it's hella tedious, but you just gotta trust the process, all right? You finna be stirring this thing for about at least 20 minutes. So if you got anything to do, cancel whatever you had to do. Hopefully you don't gotta go to the bathroom. Hopefully you ain't got nothing. Don't answer text. Just focus on stirring this. It's on medium high for about the next 20 minutes. So yeah, it's gonna change colors after a while. Put you a timer on, put you on a playlist or something, and just vibe and keep your wrist working. Cause listen, if you don't learn nothing else about this, if you mess up the roux, you gotta start over. Now we done got close. We not done yet. You gotta keep stirring. All right, so you want this to be chocolate. This is like a milk chocolate, but we want it, so we close, but we still got a little ways to go. So if you need to go do something, please make sure you got a sub or somebody to stand in and keep stirring.
So while waiting on that to finish up, you gotta tap in with my cookbook, Kitchen Culture. All right, the best big bag cookbook on the market. I mean, it ain't all big bag recipes. It's like a good 3 vegetable recipes. You know, I kind of felt like I overdid it a little bit, but just let me put you on real quick. So it's all sorts of recipes up in this thing. So you got some buffalo chicken sliders up in there, honey chipotle garlic shrimp, you know what I mean? Cocktails, hey, that's me. Some basil garlic lamb chops, deep fried ribs, you know what I'm saying? It's all sorts of stuff in here, from deep fried goodness to holiday meals, mac and cheese, cocktails. The possibilities is endless. But look, grab you a copy of the book through my YouTube shop or hit the description box below. But back to the recipe though.
Okay, so look, the best thing about this is once you get past the roux, it's pretty much up from there. You know what I'm saying? It's a dump and go kind of recipe after that. So what you're looking for is like a dark, almost a little bit darker than peanut butter type of color. You know what I'm saying? Almost this color. Now, if you kind of grew up how I grew up, like, it was always somebody with a fundraiser selling them world's finest chocolates, like almost the color of them turtles, you feel me? So, like this. All right, now we're gonna kick things off real, all right? So we got our diced yellow onion. We're gonna add that into the pot. We got our diced garlic cloves. 1 diced up red bell pepper. And honestly, red or green, that's your call now. Then we're gonna get some roughly chopped celery. So with this, we're just gonna let this cook for about maybe 4 to 5 minutes, all right? So we're gonna add us in some 20s. Listen, this fake New Orleans accent. I'm sorry if anybody thinks it's cultural appropriating. My people is from Mississippi, but I got love for New Orleans too, though. So look, we get you some Tonys. Now go light on this at first because listen, you can always add more at the end, but you can't really reverse a salty dish. And a little bit of Cayenne Pepper. A little bit, because a little bit do go a long way. You're gonna add your meat back on in, and then just let that cook down for about another minute or so. You see what we're working with? We wanna let this go for about a minute or two at most. Make sure you get all of that, all them drippings and stuff from the bottom. Scrape that up, because that's gonna be extra flavor, all right? Check it out, right? So we're gonna go ahead and add in 6 cups of some chicken stock. Go and get your 2 bay leaves, drop that on in. Get that one more good stir for good measure, you know what I'm saying? Cover that thing on up with a lid, and we're gonna let this simmer for at least an hour. All right, so we're gonna drop us some parsley up on in there. I ain't really gonna do a whole lot. It's just gonna be a little bit for color, you know what I'm saying? Finishing touches. We're gonna add you some gumbo filet, just about like a tablespoon. And another thing, I know a lot of people use okra in their gumbo, but for me, it's a personal preference. Like, okra don't taste good no matter if you fry it, saute it, flambe it. The slimy texture, I can't really give with it, so I'm not gonna put it in the gumbo. If you wanna do that, feel free to skip out on the filet if you do that. We're gonna let this go for about another 5 minutes or so. Then we're ready. All right, let's see what we're working with real quick. Hold on now. Hold on. Y'all. Definitely by now your house should be smelling amazing. All right, take that on off. Yeah, you know, a little parsley. Right back on. Anyone is, if you know, you know. That potato salad and that gumbo combo, so underrated. Oh yes, Lord. So I know a lot of y'all be asking about this shirt, but did your man feed you or do I have 2 shirts? That's gonna be found in my YouTube shop, which is gonna be in the description box below.
Yes, Lord, let me talk. You tuned into the Chef Core in the kitchen. We here for a good time, not a long time. Matter of fact, we here for a great time. Yes, Lord, let me talk.